unable to find a way out without the assistance of a big person, he sang gently to himself a cat song. If I do it straight in... Yes, I was just going to say, would you prefer me to do it to the side?
I think so, yeah. Or straight up.
Or straight up.
Try and keep it balanced. Yes. Yeah.
There have been few studies of cat song. For obvious reasons. Most cat songs are very short. Hello, and good morning. This is blog number 5, the box blog. This is my little cubbyhole. This is where I'm living at the moment, as I record the blog, the text for Teaching Gods, for CD and download release in May. That is the official date. You can probably just hear the geese in the background because we haven't quite sealed the room from all expectant sounds and stuff. It is quite early in the morning. The sound engineer hasn't arrived yet, and yes, I'm quite tired, as you may be able to tell. I'm not quite looking my blithe and bonny self. It has been a very long week, mostly of me sitting in a small room, tapping away on a keyboard, making relatively good progress until I accidentally blew the heating in my garage, where I've been working for the week, as it's all electric heaters in there, and some fuses fused, as they do, which is a bit unfortunate. So, I've spent the week catching up and rehearsing out loud writing, and other writing, which I've been doing, which has been fun. So, I've been making good progress with the encounters with trolls of the Northern Line. That's going quite well. And this is the text I'm going to be saying today. I'm just attaching to my sound booth so I don't have to turn pages, which is all part of the cunning plan. Put my cast through this, the Cat and Simon through this the other week. So I'm now going through the exciting process myself. And so it's been a very long and solitary week, getting to grips with stories. But Trolls is now definitely in shape. It's definitely getting there. Definitely quite happy with it. Have to completely rework the opening, as I've discovered it was written in a different tense. So that's just one of those minor things. It tends to happen, actually. And what else? This is going to be quite a short one. Much like. What else? A story much like ... I ran and timed. It's quite a nice little short piece. It's only 7 minutes long. I quite like it. It needs slight tweaking, but it's broadly speaking there. And another piece. What's the other piece? Very vague today. It's very early in the morning. It's not really, but I didn't get much sleep last night. What's it called? What's the other story called? Can I remember? No, I can't. Sleep Incorporated. Sleep Inc. Is the other story, which is only slightly longer. It's a 12-minute long story, but I don't see I'm going to do anything to it. It sort of came out fully formed, and I quite like it. So, apart from a few lines that may need adjusting to make it clear what's being said, there's a bit of exposition that sort of happens. So that's one. So what I'm thinking of doing in a couple of weeks' time, I've got another project coming up which I have to focus more attention on. What I'm planning to do is get some people down and go over some of these stories, try it out on them, see what happens, and as there'll be actors, get them to do a certain amount of that themselves and see how they read it and perform it. So that's sort of basically been. I've been in various forms of boxes this week. Small ones, slightly bigger ones. Writing, and today I'm recording. I've been rehearsing Teaching Gods a week as well, and that's gone quite well. I've got to rehearse it partly because I've got to get it ready for the CD launch parties in May and June. There will be two, one in London, one in Suffolk. Which will involve performing Teaching Gods. But the one in London will involve me performing Fantasy Terrorist League, which I haven't done for a couple of years now. I retired it officially in early 2009. Not because it's a bad monologue, but because I sort of got a bit tired of doing it. And also it gave me terrible crow's feet. It's because I spent the whole time smiling in a really sinister fashion. And I find it quite sinister when you've got men especially who just have laughter lines there but no other wrinkles anywhere else on the face. I just think that's very wrong and very sinister, so I didn't want to become what I most fear. So that's one I also have to start rehearsing and getting back up to speed, because though I suspect I probably still know it pretty well, knowing it pretty well isn't good enough because it's a really difficult piece to do. So I will be rehearsing that as well, and that's something that will be coming up, and that's something to look forward to for the final time ever. You said, I said that last time. Final time ever that Fantasy Terrorist League will ever be performed. It's award winning, so I should really do it more often. It looks great on the posters, but never mind. Still things I can't tell you about because I still haven't got so far as to be able to sign contracts, so I can't tell you about certain possible other dates and shows and things that will be going on in the future. But the Storyteller tour is shaping up. Still more dates I'd like. I'm still not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Bit by bit. We're getting there. Usually he hated such meetings. An hour with those sedentary academics was not his idea of fun. But when they heard about the planned management restructuring, his surface or polite managerial butchering, they would squirm appreciatively. Today was going to be his day. His smug satisfaction reverberated throughout down onto the forecourt. And the god looked up. A challenge.
Okay. Was there a minor trip at management meeting?
Yes, there was. It was a trip there. It was also a bit of a burp. I kept the burp quiet, but it threw me a bit. It wasn't my best reading. I shall do that again.
Okay.
I think I might, in future have to get someone to burp me. That might have to be the thing. It's just I've got a very strange throat, so it does that. It happens usually in the middle of a show, which is deeply embarrassing, especially if you're playing a Victorian woman.